Tonight on NewsWatch Ole Miss, find out who the lucky animal featured on our Pet of the Week.
Plus, Ole Miss students voted on the new Mr. Ole Miss for the year. Find out more information about him next.
Also, a teenager has been charged with making false bomb threats towards Ole Miss. NewsWatch Ole Miss starts now. Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. I'm Amanda Pereira.
And I'm Taylor Ryder. Oxford's animal shelter has plenty of furry friends that can be adopted, and NewsWatch reporter Garana Williams has been able to get a chance to meet the shelter's pet of the week.
Meet Simon and Lucy. Simon and Lucy are brother and sister here at the Oxford Animal Shelter. They are very energetic and love playing. Simon loves toys and likes tug-of-war. Lucy loves hugs and is very affectionate. They were actually dropped off at the center and left to fend for themselves. I had other siblings which have been adopted, but these two are still looking for a home. They would really love to be a part of your home. Stop by the Oxford Animal Shelter today to make these dogs your new pet and also your new friend. The animal shelter has many dogs that are still looking for a home. So if Simon and Lucy are not what you're looking for, you can still come and find your perfect match. We'd love to have you as their next owner. Adopt, don't shop.
An Ole Miss student is accused of making a bomb threat here on campus. According to authorities, 19-year-old Catherine Radin was booked into the Lafayette County Jail Tuesday. The university police chief says Radin was arrested for false reporting of placing explosive and weapons of mass destruction. He also reported that they had to run an investigation to make sure the community was not in danger.
A Charleston, Tennessee woman has been arrested and charged with motor vehicle theft. According to the Oxford Police Department, a report of a stolen rental vehicle has been made on August 17th. Officials say that 39-year-old April Turner was taken before a Lafayette County Justice Court judge for her initial bond hearing. Turner's bond is set for $15,000. On call, bus service is now available for Lafayette County residents. This will allow residents to schedule a ride into the city from their home to 5 transfer locations inside the city limits. The locations are the Old Armory Pavilion, the parking garage on the square, West Oxford Loop and at the Union, and Observatory on campus. The news service is available from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. To schedule a ride into the city, call 662-234-3540.
4 Oxford High School students have been selected to serve on the State Superintendent's Student Advisory Council. The students will act as focal points between the Mississippi Department of Education and fellow public students throughout the state. Each student will have the opportunity to share their opinions and offer advice about policies and education opportunities with the Interim State Superintendent of Education, Dr. Ray Marginho.
Intelligence community brings City of Spies to Ole Miss. The University of Mississippi Center for Intelligence and Security Studies partnered with the Office of the Director of National Intelligence. They hosted a large group of intelligence community representatives this past Tuesday. The numerous representatives from more than a dozen intelligence agencies participated on panels, a career fair, and met with students to chat about several opportunities.
The City of Oxford is now ready to celebrate the official opening of the City Hall Pocket Park. The event will be held at 4 p.m. next Thursday, October 19th at the new Pocket Park next to City Hall, and the public is invited to attend. The new City Hall Pocket Park was formerly the location of the RSVP building that has a history which runs back to mid-1970s. The vision for the proposed park is to transform the cold concrete space into an inviting multi-space green space.
Oxford residents will get the chance to experience an event that people in our area won't want to miss. A solar eclipse will be available this weekend, but be sure to wear shades. Reporter Caleb Harris has more.
A solar eclipse can seem very dramatic, but many would say it's a beautiful sight that you don't want to miss. This Saturday, the Oxford Public Library is hosting what they are calling an eclipse extravaganza. All are welcome to join the event. Chris Pascoe-Pranger says they will have an inflatable planetarium in their lobby.
To simulate what an eclipse is for our families that attend. And we're also going to have the solar telescope outside. Hopefully it'll be sunny, which will allow people to see the sun up close without any sort of eye protection.
He says being able to see a simulation of the eclipse is almost like watching an IMAX movie.
Like a whole mobile planetarium where you can see the movements of the planets, the sun, the moon, all projected for you. And it's like very immersive environment. It's kind of
We'll only see 60% of the eclipse, but in April of next year, we will see a full eclipse. Ole Miss professor Jennifer Meyer says these events are real.
The last solar eclipse that was viewable in the U.S. was in 2017, but the path of totality, I'm not sure, was in Mississippi. I think you maybe would have had to drive somewhere in order to see it.
Although we will only see 60% of the eclipse because of its path, Meyer says that it is still enough to see a change in the sky.
We'll be able to notice that the sunlight is dimmer. You'll be able to see that it's a little dimmer than usual. So on Saturday, this is going to be happening roughly at noontime when the sunlight would normally be pretty bright, right? But we'll be able to notice a little bit of dimming effect.
And remember, if you're thinking about going out this weekend, be sure to get you a pair of these solar glasses to protect you from the solar eclipse. Caleb Harris, NewsWatch Ole Miss.
If you want to join the fun at the library, the exchange will be held this Saturday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Congratulations to our new Mr. Ole Miss, Daniel Kohner. Kohner won the race against Jacob Rosser with 56% of the votes went into his favor. Kohner describes feelings of gratitude that his campaign will successful in bringing students together from different backgrounds. He says it's been an amazing campaign that has brought everyone together, and he is thankful for that. More runoffs will continue for our homecoming queens and king.
Coming up next on NewsWatch, a police was stabbed at the airport. Well, more details coming up.
And negations has been suspended in the SAG-AFTRA strike. NewsWatch Ole Miss will be right back.
Hey, Mississippi.
Hey, Mississippi.
Don't trash Mississippi.
Because picking up litter costs us time
and money.
MDOT spends $3.2 million a year picking up litter.
That's money that could be used to maintain roads and bridges,
patch potholes,
and focus on improving Mississippi's infrastructure.
Please help us help you.
We can't do it without you.
Don't trash Mississippi.
Don't trash Mississippi.
We're here when you're ready.
Mom! I got it. What are you doing in there?
I got stuck.
Are you a dog?
I wouldn't do that. Have you seen the pliers? Where'd you find those?
It's not your birthday.
Sorry.
Bye, Grandpa.
Bye, Grandpa.
Take care of yourself.
What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Welcome back to NewsWatch Ole Miss. 4 paramedics died on Wednesday during strikes and shellings on Gaza, according to the Palestinian Red Crescent Society. The 4 victims are Khalil al-Sharif, Yasser al-Masri and Ahmed Dahman after their ambulance was directly targeted by Israel. Palestinian news agency says the attack occurred when an Israeli aircraft bombed the ambulance in the northern Gaza Strip. The PRCS added that paramedic Hatem Awad was killed during what they called performing his humanitarian work at the Kami crossing. 6 other paramedics working in Gaza Health Ministry have died since Saturday. 10 paramedics have died since Israel launched military operations against Hamas since last Saturday. Police say a woman stabbed 3 police at Atlanta airport on Wednesday night, causing a chaotic scene in the process. The victims included an Atlanta police lieutenant and taxi driver and a woman. All victims are in stable condition. Cody Alcorn has more on this.
Parts of Hartsville-Jackson International Airport a crime scene Wednesday night.
Extremely crazy, extremely crazy.
Latoria Boyd was in Atlanta for the day on business.
So we were in the TSA pre-check line, and you know how you see something at the corner of your eye?
Little did she know what was about to unfold.
I could see the young lady walking backwards.
With a knife in hand.
But it was a good-sized knife. It wasn't like a small pocket knife.
As she got closer,
I realized it was officers like kind of surrounding her.
What Latoria didn't realize, police say the woman had just stabbed a driver in this taxi outside the North Terminal. Back over inside at the South Terminal.
She's like, yeah, make sure you post this. So now everybody's looking.
Watching on, they notice a police officer make a move.
But her peripheral vision was very good. So she saw him coming and she immediately turned the knife, started like cutting him with the knife. He was stabbed in the leg, but it was bleeding a lot.
Things quickly escalated.
All of the officers start to rush in. So I'm thinking, Lord, they're going to shoot her, they're going to shoot her, they're going to shoot her.
No shots fired, an officer able to tackle the woman and end the threat.
Had they shot her, it would have been clearly justifiable, but I'm pretty sure they were cautious of because we were directly behind her.
Matthew Shepard, a 21-year-old who was gay, was robbed, beaten, tied to a fence, and left for dead by 2 men he met in a bar in Laramie, Wyoming in October 1998. In the statement by Biden, he mentioned that Shepard was viciously attacked just for being himself. He also praised Shepard's parents for work turning their late son's memory into a movement. He then added that the country's work was far from over, and he has urged Congress to pass the Equality Act. Shepard was laid to rest at the Washington National Cathedral in October 2018. Consumer price inflation increased more than expected last month, according to data released by the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Price increases remain at a high as outrageous gas prices keep inflation up and put more pressure on consumers. The consumer price index jumped 3.7% for the 12 months ended in September, slightly above economists' expectations. On a monthly basis, inflation rose 0.4%.
The Biden administration says more than 42,000 people have signed up for the American Climate Corps. The Workforce Training and Service Initiative launched just 3 weeks ago. It is aimed at preparing young Americans for jobs in clean energy and climate resilience. The Corps will support a range of jobs including restoring coastal wetlands, building clean energy projects, and forest management to help fight wildfires. White House National Climate Advisor Ali Saidi said the Corps will ultimately employ about 20,000 people when it is up and running.
Negotiations are currently paused between Hollywood studios and SAG-AFTRA, the union representing around 160,000 actors. The Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producer made that announcement late Wednesday. SAG-AFTRA has been on strike since July 14th. It is in its statements, AMPTP said that said the gap between it and SAG-AFTRA is too great and conversations are no longer moving in a productive direction. The studio said that the union's latest offer included what the union described as a viewership bonus that would cost more than $800 million per year. The union also said the companies are putting out misleading information to try to fool actors into abandoning the strike effort. Now let's check in with weather anchor Mason Dashiell for a look at your current conditions.
Well, good evening. It is finally starting to feel like fall here in Oxford, and we will be right back with your weekly forecast here on NewsWatch Ole Miss.
This is the moment I knew his future had no boundaries.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out?
Listen.
Bring it. Time out, guys. I'm late to dinner. My mom's gonna kill me. Catch you guys later.
Mom wants us home.
Okay. Bye, guys.
You guys need a ride?
Sure. Yeah. All right. How about some one-on-one? I gotta go eat, man. Sorry, I'll see you later.
I'm weather anchor Mason Dashiell, and today's current temperatures sit at 73 degrees. It's finally starting to feel like fall here in Oxford. It's mostly cloudy with winds at about 10 miles per hour. Taking a look at your current temperatures, the temperatures remain in the 70s. Oxford is actually sitting at the lowest right now with 73 degrees, and South Haven at your highest temperature with 77 degrees. Tonight's forecast is going to be pretty chilly, so make sure to grab your coat. Temperatures will drop down into the 50s. We're looking at about 57 degrees, winds at 5 miles per hour, and not much chance of precipitation. Tomorrow's forecast is going to be a little bit on the warmer side. It's going to be a high of 78 degrees, mostly sunny, winds at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tomorrow's temperatures will get up into the 80s. We have South Haven at 82, Oxford still at 81. And then looking into your 5-day forecast, temperatures tomorrow will be the highest at 78 degrees and lower this weekend. So make sure to grab your coat if you're going out or doing anything outdoors. And also, we'll be right back with NewsWatch Sports.
Great having you. Incredible women. I wish they had those kind of cool careers for women when we were growing up.
So in this flashback, we're all the same age?
Yeah.
What does everyone want to be when they grow up?
If I say 2 jobs, do I get extra credit?
No.
I want to make immersive video games. I want to revolutionize 3D printing. I want to analyze data from the cloud.
I want to be a meteor.
You mean meteorologist?
No.
That's great, Al. Follow your dreams.
For the record, I was a baby in the 70s.
Worried about your friend, but don't know how to reach out?
You could say how are you or get a fake tattoo. You could ask with an app if it works for you. You could chat with them in VR. It's all good if you think you should check in. Yeah, you should. Whatever gets you talking.
Reach out to a friend about their mental health. Whatever gets you talking. Learn how you can help at seizetheawkward.org.
Jason, let's go see your room.
That's not right. How was it? Is it good?
We are Ole Miss Rebels. As Mississippi's flagship university, we dig deeper, see farther, work harder. We pioneered human organ transplants. We helped prove Einstein's theory of gravitational waves. We are distinguished as a Carnegie R1 top 2.5% research institution. We are Ole Miss, transforming lives and the world.
Welcome back. I'm Haley Hood with Sports Watch. Former Ole Miss linebacker and College Football Hall of Fame member Patrick Willis is one of 14 members of the 2023 Southeastern Conference Football Legends class. The class will be honored at the 2023 SEC Football Weekend of Champions on December 1st at the College Football Hall of Fame in Atlanta and on the 2nd at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Willis is one of 10 Rebels inducted into the College Hall of Fame, either as a player or coach. He took the field from 2003 to 2006 and is one of the most decorated defensive players in Ole Miss football history. Willis was a consensus All-American senior in 2006 when he also won the Butkus Award in the Lambert Trophy as the nation's best linebacker. Congratulations to Patrick Willis. Your Rebel family is so proud of you. And coming very soon, fans will finally get their first look at Chris Beard's team in an exhibition game on Monday, October 30th, when Ole Miss hosts Tusculum at 7 p.m. in the SJB Pavilion. This exhibition game will be free to attend, giving Rebel fans a chance to see the men's basketball team in action before the regular season begins. Their season officially starts the following Monday when they host Alabama State in the SJB Pavilion. Finishing things off in sports, the MLB postseason rolls on. The Houston Astros held off the Minnesota Twins 3-2, advancing them to the American League Championship Series for the 7th straight time, where they will meet the Rangers. The Arizona Diamondbacks are heading to the National League Division Series for the first time since 2007 and will face either the Braves or the Phillies. Bets are saying the Phillies will advance as they only need one more win to move on, but we will find out tonight at 7:07. NewsWatch will be right back for you after the break.
There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Visit theshelterpetproject.org. Adopt.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. It's like, hello, that's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
In California, a community in Hollywood Hills is doing its part to help save endangered monarch butterflies.
The species were near the brink of extinction in 2020, but their numbers are improving.
Joy Benedict has more on what's being done to make sure they continue to take flight.
There's something in the air in the Hollywood Hills, as the blooming is a beacon for the butterfly.
1, 2, 3. Something should be coming out of her. You saw the egg?
Oh my God, yeah. The monarch butterflies are laying eggs and flying high, but it's not by accident or even by nature. It's a plan by this community as the monarch is on the endangered species list.
We have one little guy left.
Stephen Pine is raising his monarchs inside.
They're beautiful insects, and we care about, beautiful little insects. We don't want them to go extinct.
He says when the Hollywood Knolls Garden Club started telling everyone about the need for milkweed to keep the butterflies alive, he got 2 small plants and ended up with 24 caterpillars.
It looked like an alien takeover at one point when you had all of them just going to town on our plants. They literally chewed them to the nubs of the stalks.
With the temperatures rising, he brought his tiny plants and tiny caterpillars inside.
We had so many caterpillars, I had to go around the neighborhood and find, random milkweed plants and steal leaves to keep our caterpillars fed.
They can smell milkweed for up to 2 miles away.
Charles Malky is the co-chair of the Garden Club and owns a plant product company. He handed out milkweed to his neighbors as it's the only plant the monarch caterpillars can eat.
It's shocking that they've hit the endangered species list last year. We all need to take that additional step to support their populations by dedicating some of our real estate to them.
Especially since this was once their habitat.
Our homes have taken away from their real estate.
But scientists say it's not construction killing this winged tiger. It's the herbicide that kills the milkweed and the pesticide that stops the flight.
How bad a shape are they in?
It's been really bad. We probably have only about 1% of the monarchs that we would have seen 40 years ago.
Dr. Jeff Holmquist is an ecologist at UCLA. He says we also can't rule out the effect of climate change.
As the climate changes, we may start to have more of these mismatches between plants and the insects that depend on them.
Butterflies migrate based on the temperature, but the warmth can be deceiving, allowing them to fly to their next location too soon.
So they've left their coastal overwintering habitat, gone inland to find milkweed, and oops, little or no milkweed there. So that's a problem.
Which gives this community just one more reason to plant it.
This here is a seed pod, and you can see the beautiful seeds.
And its beautiful friend, the orange and black banded fluttering staple of fall, which this community hopes will soar for generations to come. Joy Benedict, KCAL News.
Well, I actually love butterflies. One landed on me today, and I've had the best day ever because it's such good luck.
I mean, who don't love butterflies, right? Yes, they are a sign of good luck, and they're colorful. They don't harm anyone. Right?
Yeah. I think they're cool because both their wings are symmetrical, which no other bug has that. So
that's right. Yes. So with that, that's all we have tonight. Tune in next week. I'm Amanda Pereira.
And I'm Taylor Ryder with your latest news.
And I'm Mason Dashiro with Stormwatch.
And with Sports Watch, I'm Haley Hood.
Be sure to keep up with us on our socials and tune in tomorrow at 5.